outside heaven's gate. So St. Peter's looking like he's got some questions to state. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Frank's at the door, no fire on his back. I'm too cool for hell, he said with a wisecrack. You got kicked from hell, Peter asked, starstruck. Looks like even down below, Frank's an unholy fuck. Peter frowned and asked, what did you do? That even the devil himself was nothing with you. Frank chuckled in response while he kicked a cloud. I thought he liked vile stuff, but I went far and above. Got swallowed by the earth, fell straight to hell. This is the first circle, purgatory, ring a bell. Full of old thinkers, what a bunch of nerds. They tried to teach me shit, but I made myself heard. Virgil offered guidance, I said, guide these nuts. Plato barked about caves, punched him on his guts. Aristotle called me illogical, I called him a nerd. Socrates asked too much shit, I mooned him right there. They said, no pain here, but I gave them all hell. So they kicked me downstairs. Said, go corrupt someone else. Fell to the second circle, the endless raging storm. A place full of horny fucks, then diddlers unreformed. I said, nah, my ass ain't staying in this place. I'd rather go deeper, I can't see jack shit at this rate. Grabbed a busted plank, some pole from who knows where. Tied a rag for a sail, flew it up in the air. Made a hellish windsurf in a storm full of lust. While the sinner screamed, I pulled my pants down, laughed, and I cussed. Try catch me, you freaks, I'm the king of this ride. Riding through chaos while I crapped on the stride. Before I dip sprayed filth with style and grace. Think I smacked Cleopatra with a turd to the face and the palm to the circles of hell. This ain't even half, I got so much to tell. Falling down through the circles of hell. My death was a mistake, don't got even a nail. In the third circle, something furry stopped my fall. A huge ass dog with 3 head spike collars and all. He growled like hell, but I scratched his back where he can reach. Now he's my bud, a huge good boy, I'm riding in style on this bitch. We went to the fourth circle, the place stank like ass, sweat, and greed. Suckers shouting stuff about hoarding, wasting, and shit. They shoved their boulders with Pluto screaming hard. Some random ass bullshit I couldn't understand. Gave them an idea, why don't unionize? In less than 10 minutes a rebellion arise. Pluto got trampled while the rocks were free. He yelled my name as I bailed, yelled back, don't blame me, blame the game. Riding down through the circles of hell. Pluto is really fucked with an union to quell. Yeah, riding down through the circles of hell. My death was a mistake, don't got even a nail. The biggest dog, my 3-headed pal. We dove into the fifth circle, it was a battle royale. People fighting everywhere in the middle of a swamp. Others sinking in their misery like they could non-stop. We crossed a river, we sunk some dude in a boat. The dog pissed on him when we dragged his ass to the coast. We hit the sixth circle, a city made of flame. A graveyard full of nerds all roasting in shame. Coffins pop open like a barbecue stand. Epic gurus waved at me, said hey, give me a hand. I laughed in his face, fuck that, you're all kinds of burning and rye. This shit's is worse than mine, the blaster challenge, you can kiss my ass goodbye. Yes, goodbye. Yeah, 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 yeah. Riding down through the circles of hell. Epicurious was cussing me while I said him farewell. Yeah, riding down through the circles of hell. My death was a mistake, don't got even a nail. Don't got even a nail. Yeah, 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 yeah. We got to the seventh circle, this one was the worst. A raging desert, screaming trees in a river of blood. We ran past the desert, that sand was hot and appalling. Straight into the blood river, didn't do shit, it was scalding. We went through the forest pretty much against my wishes. It was full of screaming and flying bitches. They tried to get us while we ran across. The dog chomped a couple, showing who's the boss. We slammed through the 8th circle, the scammer pits, 10 flavors of pain. Each one a carnival of bullshit and shame. We crossed right over with with my hellhound proud. He started pissing down, baptizing the crowd. With so much crap lying around, thought it was a toilet. I said my bad guys enjoy getting anointed. Riding down the circles of hell. I should've gone toilet too. I'm shitting myself, let me know, yeah. Riding down through the circles of hell. My death was a mistake, don't got even a nail. End of the road, the ninth circle at last. Satan's goddamn fridge, everyone frozen stiff. Betrayer popsicles in a ditch. It was so cold, my dick shrunk. Fuck that, I said. Found a thermostat on the wall, cranked that bitch all the way. I started melting, demons bathing in the pools. Turned it to a tropical paradise, breaking all the rules. Lucifer glad, still chewing on a snack. I waved and said, hey, a big guy, should we team up or what? Lucifer turned and saw my act with confidence. I even brought him a dog, I don't see my offense. He got up, pointing up and said, huh, what's that? I turned around and got kicked out from the deepest of hell. He kicked me so hard I ended up in front of heaven's gate. Got kicked out from the deepest of hell. My ass is so sore, surprised it didn't fall off as well. And that's how it went, Frank said to Pete. From messing with philosophers to warming the devil's seat. St. Peter just finished polishing his key. Said, you made hell worse, boy, that's a feat. Frank laughed, brushing soot off his sleeve. Well, they kicked me out, guess heaven's what's left for me. Peter sighed, muttered, you wish that's not how it goes. If the devil didn't want you, why do you think God does? He shook his head and said, no place for you above or below. Guess your earth's problem again, back to life you go. Then boom, light flashed, air filled my lungs. I crawled out the dirt, coughing covered in dung. The forest was quiet, the sky turning black. I looked up and said,